What's up, America? This is Justin, and we're back here with another episode of This Just In. Now, last time, y'all had a very positive reaction, and we polled you, and we wanted to see what you wanted more of. And you know what you wanted? You wanted more Blaine. Y'all are Bruce Dickinson, he's more cowbell. But guess what? You ain't getting him. Because Blaine's out fixing the world problems today, so it's just going to be me. I guess we'll just get right into the topics. FBI Director James Comey.
Sorry, man. Sorry, I feel way better. I feel about 10 pounds lighter.
Where are you?
I was back there trying to fix the world's problems. Guess what? They're still screwed up, America. Alright, man, so what the hell are we going to talk about today? James Comey! You're fired. First Amendment! Where the fuck did that go? Miley Cyrus! The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
James Comey.
Okay.
The FBI Director. Tell me, what do you know about him? What have you heard lately?
I've literally heard absolutely nothing. Because you know how I don't really have a clue, and that's what we're doing this for.
Fair enough. Well, James Comey was fired by Donald Trump, the president.
Okay.
And
you're fired.
So James Comey, he was fired on Tuesday.
All right.
The official explanation from the White House is that it was due to his botched handling of the conclusion of the FBI investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of private email servers while Secretary of State. A week before the election.
Okay.
James Comey came out and said they were reopening the investigation into Clinton's emails. People who were on the edge and were already like, I don't know about Clinton, but Donald. Then this happens a week before, and people are like, all right, yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, we are going for Donald.
Yep.
So, and I mean, it sucks, but that's the way it was. They came out that 2 days before the election, he was like, oh, my bad. It was kind of like there wasn't anything more there. So,
but then
the damage was done.
Okay.
In the end. So, so the Democrats were really pissed with him after that because they felt like that he handed Donald Trump the election.
Okay.
And whatever, let's go here or there with that. So now Donald has fired him. Candidate Trump did say that it took guts for him to do what he did.
Okay.
And yeah, so now he fires him, and nobody really knows why. Because also Comey was in charge of an investigation of Trump campaign ties to Russia.
I will crush you.
Okay. Ivan Drago.
Crush.
That's how I feel about Vladimir Putin. I feel like he's like Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
You know? But we're Rocky. Shit, you can beat the fuck out of us.
I'm climbing those fucking stairs, America.
So, there's been all of these contradicting opinions coming out about why was he fired. And, I mean, even White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer wouldn't comment on it because Trump did say in a tweet, he said, James Comey better hope there's no tapes that come out of our...
Trump is firing people like the mafia handles court cases.
Well, this is the third person to get fired that was investigating Trump.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I mean, I don't know where we're going with that. And, I mean, maybe nothing will, but, I don't know. It's interesting nonetheless.
Real life version of Goodfellas.
Guy's trying to clear it up. And at this point we find out that he may have been loud and he may have been asking, but I mean that's what you do. Mm-hmm. America's been an experiment in democracy.
Hey, it's an ask questions type of place. That's why we're doing this.
And
show
the press is what keeps America where it's been at.
That's it. It keeps them in check. Checks and balances for ass.
So specifically, he was asking Price whether people suffering from domestic violence would be classified as a pre-existing condition under the new, actually, Tryon care. I'm not going to say Trump care, and I'm not going to say Ryan care.
They call it Tryon care.
Tryon care?
Yeah, like they're trying to make some shit work, but it ain't.
That's what I'm talking about.
But it's not fucking working.
Not working. That's become a hashtag since last week.
Damn right.
Yeah, he was arrested. He was too persistent to do his job. Right. He's charged with a misdemeanor. Willful disruption of...
so basically, don't ever go above and beyond.
Yeah, he was trying to ask questions and they didn't like it.
That's bullshit.
And what the ultimate issue of this is crushing of First Amendment and free speech. Mm. And, you know, that's why we're doing what we do, like you said.
That's it, that's why.
Because, you know, you have to have free press to have an honest government. Now, knowing that a government will never be honest. I mean, let's be real. But you have us out here to tell them when they're full of shit, which is 98% of the time.
Just me 5 minutes ago.
President Donald Trump threatened to put an end to the White House's daily briefings this morning as his press team underwent scrutiny for its inability to drive a clear narrative on the firing of James Comey.
The other thing that's going on is our president is threatening to pull the press briefings every day.
Like he does something every day?
Well, he says he's a very active president and that things aren't getting out the way they should. So you got Sean Spicer, who's his press secretary. He comes out every day and he spins whatever Donald Trump's doing in positive light.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
you gotta have some kind of hope.
The way that this man does it is it's amazing. Like, I feel like he would spin the plot of the first Star Wars movie of, yeah, you know what, the Death Star may have destroyed a planet, but how did those plans get leaked? What's really,
I have
really
no clue what
important.
he's talking about. Comic-Con,
do, America. He's the only person who's never seen that.
Never seen it.
But pretty much he's saying that he's gonna pull the press briefings and he's just gonna do his own press conference and he's gonna tweet his accomplishments.
Okay.
And Sean Hannity thinks that's a good idea.
I thought he was hanging out with Kanye last week. I thought they got rid of Twitter.
Well, Kanye did. But Donald didn't. If Donald did, that would be great.
We'll move on from that.
So it's funny. Newt Gingrich, former House Speaker and presidential candidate, said, he supports this. He says, ignore all of these reporters. Close down the press room. Send the reporters off. They can go to Starbucks across the street. I don't care where they go. These people are not committed to the truth. They're not committed to being neutral. Why would you hang out with a bunch of people who despise you? Well, I got a couple things to say to that. One, he's probably talking to me because also in that polling they said I look like I'd hang out in a coffee shop.
Yeah, way overpriced.
Very, because I just like black coffee.
Yeah.
You know,
like it's women.
Of course, reporters don't like you because you're a politician and you want power. And the whole point is to call you on your bullshit, Newt. Nobody likes you either. Pop culture. Miley Cyrus.
She came in like a wrecking ball.
That's what she did. And you know what? And that's how black culture probably feels about her. Mm-hmm. She came in like a wrecking ball. She was Hannah Montana. Next thing you know, this bitch has got grills, cornrows, fucking twerking. She ain't even got no ass.
Nah. Why are you twerking, girl? Hey, girl, why are you twerking?
Pretty sure I've seen a video of her performing with a big penis. She's now embracing her folky country roots, which her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, I mean, that's what he came up with.
He was on Hannah Montana with her.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I never watched it, but in my research, I've learned that. Remember Christina Aguilera with her dirty thing?
Oh, yeah.
It was like, that was Miley's Christina stage. Her quote is, I love Kendrick Lamar because it's not, come sit on my dick, suck on my cock. I can't listen to that anymore. That's what pushed me out of the hip-hop scene a little. It was too much. Lamborghini, got my Rolex,
about that shit,
got a girl on my cock. I am so not that. So, what this shows is the problem of people appropriating black culture, using it, and then discarding it like an outfit. When they make it. Because she needed to break out of that Hannah Montana pure thing.
She had to do it.
So she
had
did
to make a move.
And nobody really liked it when she did do it. But if she had stuck with it, it would have been like, all right, well,
maybe that's her. Maybe that's how she doing that thing.
This just further proves the problem in entertainment. The only thing that is really white is Victorian era stuff. And don't nobody want that shit. Everything from tattoos to music to smoking weed and growing corn we got from other people. So, I'm staying on pop culture. Nicki Minaj. Ooh. She's actually doing something super awesome. She's took to Twitter to offer to pay the tuition and educational expenses of her fans that have straight A's. She put out a tweet. Somebody suggested that she pay her college tuition, and she happened to see it on Twitter and agreed. Oh. So she tweets, show me straight A's that I can verify with your school and I'll pay it. Who wants to join that contest? Dead serious, should have set it up.
I feel like that's a cool thing.
Yeah. You know what we're going to do? I've played with you before, America. Because now you are going to get exactly what you want. And you're going to get blamed. Hot air balloons. It's a whole thing.
Alright, here it is. It's a whole thing with me, Blaine, where I'm going to explain to you something just kind of doesn't make sense to me, in fact. So I'm just going to jump right into it. The year, 1783. People are thinking, how the fuck am I going to get to point A to point B via the air? The Wright brothers hadn't come out yet. We live by Kitty Hawk. We know what the deal is. Anywho, they decided to strap a fucking flame onto a plastic bubble with a basket held by chains that you sit in. This, my friends, is called a hot air balloon. You can't steer it. You can't direct it. You release weight to come down. How does that even... It blows my fucking mind, is what it does. So 1964 to now, 775 people have died. If you die in a hot air balloon accident, you're a fucking idiot. Let's get into the fact that there's 50 hot air balloon clubs in the United States. That's like being the coolest kid at the fucking chess tournament. I just don't understand the whole thing. I mean, I get the view. I got it. Fucking go in an airplane. How do you release weight to come down? It doesn't make sense. The whole process is bullshit. You're just at the Lord's mercy, if you will, with that. Taking a trip in a hot air balloon, you can get the fuck out of here. People die in these accidents. So you might as well just hand glide. Man, it's a whole thing.
As we've already established, and as you all know, there are race problems in this country. We all want to sit here and say that everybody's equal and everybody's different. Well, I mean, everybody is different, but we are not all equal. Because you know what? In the end, appropriation, white privilege, it is a thing. And that's coming from a guy that grew up as a middle-class white dude that outside of not being able to get a grant or scholarship for college, I know, and I've experienced it. And I've experienced it on both sides. I remember being pulled over when I was 17 years old. I drove a Cadillac, an 86 Fleetwood Brougham, clean as a bitch. White walls, leather top, the whole nine. Me and my two best friends, two black guys, were going to get ice cream. We didn't even smoke weed. We didn't drink beer. We didn't do nothing. We were trying to hit the Sonic. No, I'm sorry. We were trying to hit the Dairy Queen. But it was closed, so we were trying to hit the Sonic. We got pulled over for speeding. Next thing you know, we got 8 cop cars and a K9 unit with us hemmed up looking for shit. They told us to have a nice night after they ruined everything. And our innocence at that point. But you know what? I've been in other instances where I've been at a party and it's all white people. And smoking weed, being loud, being crazy, drinking, the whole nine. Cop comes. A girl answers the door with a blunt in her mouth. Slams the door in his face because she doesn't know what to do. You know how that story ended? We sent out a roach clip that was maybe 6 months old. He told us to have a nice night. So if you want to sit here and tell me that it's not a thing, I say you're a fucking liar and you are a part of the problem. I'm not saying that everything's perfect, and I'm not saying that either race is trying to do this, that, or the other. But I'm saying if you sit here and look at me and tell me that white privilege and appropriation, I mean, going back to when we were talking about Miley Cyrus, yeah, she picked up black culture, ethnic culture, and then she threw it away like a t-shirt that she didn't like anymore. You know? It's easy for her to do that because she's making money. It's easy for anybody to do that who is not part of an ethnicity that is preyed upon. But you know what? It's not that easy for the people that you are exploiting as you do that. And you know what? In the end, this Justin says it's fucking wrong because in the end, we are all the same DNA, the same genetic material. Well, not DNA, definitely genetic material. And we need to stop hating each other, and we gotta come together. There you have it. Your next episode of This Just In. Thanks for tuning in. Watch next time. And anything else you want to add, Blaine?
It's been a whole thing.
It has.
Cheers. I really do have to go fix the issue that I created.
What were you doing? Can you just hurry up? I'm really gonna go.
Yeah,
I've been drinking a lot of beer. You know, I'm really gonna.
I'm gonna hurry up.
Well, I mean, I guess you probably need help, so I guess I'll just help you. Okay. Good night, America.